And I see. It's one of those games that starts in full screen no matter what you do. That's great. Hi, everybody. I believe I muted this before so I could not sit here and be forced to listen to. Sound? No sound. Is this running? No? Okay, whatever. This is gonna be an experience, I think. Okay. So I don't really know what this game is about. Inside of it's some kind of murder mystery thing, and you gotta figure out who's lying. Which sounds fun. Oh, let's watch the prologue.
My name is Jenks, Detective Inspector Frederick Jenks, and I've been assigned to a last-minute investigation into the death of Kate Vine, a PhD student found drowned at midnight last Friday in a lake in the woods on the outskirts of the tiny village of Edenton. I have until first thing tomorrow morning to decide whether her death was a simple accident or whether this was murder. Kate Vine appeared to the world to be a bright, confident, fun-loving PhD student with everything to live for. However, a history of depression and alcoholism revealed in her medical records suggests that in reality, she had become adept at hiding behind a mask. A lab report indicating a high level of alcohol in her blood, along with the late hour of her death and a lack of witnesses, makes a strong case that this was suicide. But the verdict overlooked some curious details. Why was her driving license found on the opposite side of the lake in which she drowned? Also, there were traces of morphine in Kate's system. Where did she get it? Kate was known to be a free spirit with a nihilistic love of danger, which may, in part, have something to do with a business course called Atlas, which Kate had joined and which she had been attending on the night of her death. Based in a large, stately home on the outskirts of the village, the exclusive Atlas is run by father and son team, Paul and Ryan Rand. Both were interviewed following Kate's death, but neither claimed to have seen Kate after the meeting, and both were understandably eager to distance themselves and Atlas from the tragedy. This isn't the first time that Atlas has been investigated. Atlas and their questionable methods, which many have suggested border on mind control. Ryan is married to Rebecca, landlady of Edenton's village pub, the George and Dragon. As yet, she hasn't been interviewed, though it's likely Kate visited the pub on more than one occasion. One of Kate's friends was Emma Bowman, who lives at Eden Lodge on the road leading out of Edenton Village. Emma was also doing a PhD at the same university, but didn't attend Atlas. Interviewed after Kate's death, Emma seemed shocked and upset, insisting she hadn't seen Kate that night. However, it turned out her boyfriend had. Simon Thompson met Emma at university. After completing his degree around 18 months ago, he went to work at a shop in the neighboring village. He started at the Atlas course a few months ago. Simon insisted that he didn't see Kate after the meeting, but the sergeant interviewing him noted he seemed oddly unmoved by her death, which makes him the first person I want to see tonight. It's time for some answers.
Okay then. That was the thing. Alright. Can I not click anything? The game you might not want to break, like, after watching the prologue. Seriously, that's probably a bad thing. Oh, this is going to be an experience, isn't it? Yep, of course it opens in It opens in full screen. Okay. Info. Alright, so this is the same thing we just read. We just saw. Instructions. A week later, okay. 5 p.m. Yeah, point and click, got it. Yeah, point and click. Just here. Questions about inventory. Contradictions, this was concerning every need, 2 different items. Select reply be added to the contradiction. Pair 2 contradiction replies. Yeah, we already saw that. Right, so I don't have much. Ooh. So there's no one in the pot. Got it. It's one of those where you have to like go around the whole place. So. It's one of these where you have to like run your mouse all over the entire screen to see if you find a magnifying glass or not. Well, so far the investigation has gone great. Call the chief here. There's a map. Oh, cool! You can fast travel. That's cool. So I'm down here, and I want to be here.
Is it Simon?
Yeah.
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm investigating an incident in the village. Could I come in and ask you a few questions, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
We can just go through here if you want. Emma's working in the front room.
Hi.
This is Inspector James.
Jenks.
What's all this about?
There was a death in the village. Kate Vine, I believe you both knew her.
Yeah. Do you need to speak to both of us?
I'll just speak to Simon first, if that's okay.
Just come through. Is it okay in here?
Oh, this'll be fine, yeah.
Do you want anything? Water?
No, I won't be long.
Okay.
Let's goodbye. Jeez, okay, got it. You just said this game.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
So last Friday's meeting, I think.
Did you see her after the meeting?
No.
How long have you known Kate?
That would be when we started Atlas. 3 months ago?
Did you socialise outside Atlas?
No.
How would you describe her? What sort of person was she?
Well, she's talented. She was full of life, you know? Sharp, quite sharp.
Would you say she had any emotional problems?
Her mood could change. And, well, there was the drinking problem.
When did you become aware of that?
Well, she would come drunk to meetings sometimes. She would reek of the stuff. I mean, everyone knew, but nobody really said anything.
So, tell me a bit about Atlas.
Well, it's just a business management training program for postgrads.
And you started this after you left college?
Yeah.
And it's on every Friday?
Yeah, well, my group isn't doing it this Friday, but one of the groups is.
Okay, thanks. Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No. No, I don't think so. Never seen it before.
Thank you. Probably be back later. Don't worry, it's only a few questions.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
It was last Thursday in the college library. I saw her and we chatted for a bit. She seemed her usual self.
What was her usual self?
Oh, just Kate being Kate. You know, a bit wild.
Wild? What way wild?
Oh, she just used to question everything, you know. Have arguments with the lecturers, things like that.
What else?
Kate had a drink problem.
How noticeable was that?
Well, it wasn't at first, but as the year went on, she'd be drunk in the afternoon.
Like how intense this guy is.
I think she cut down, you know, towards the end of college and when she started her PhD.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine? Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
Okay. That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Alright, that was
Just
productive.
to knock on the window for Emma. Simon always answers the front door.
Oh, no. See, this is going to be different from where I go to, yeah.
Looks like a piece of jewellery there, stuck between the boards. Well and truly wedged in.
Okay, so there's something there. I just need something to... Oops. How did this other one go? It's clearing here. So the magnifying glass disappears up here. Got it.
Have to come back later, I think.
Alright. Still no one. Alright. It's fine. Still got nothing. Alright. Okay. I am so confused as to what to do right now. So we found that piece of jewelry right here. Or, yeah, it was there. Okay. Oh.
Very trusting, leaving a bike unlocked. Looks like homebrew equipment. Ah, this might come in handy.
Oh. So you're just gonna steal their screwdriver? Point and click games, let me tell you. Alright, so we just stole their screwdriver because of reasons.
Interesting. I thought forensics had checked the whole area. Obviously not very well.
Alright, well, let's go back to Simon and Emma, shall we?
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Whose is the bike outside?
Oh, it's Simon's cousin's. He uses it to get to work.
You know the lock's broken.
Oh, I know. I keep telling him to fix it.
What's the stack of bottles outside?
Oh, that's all Simon's stuff. You better ask him. I don't know.
Ever seen this?
Looks like, that's my old necklace. I gave this to Kate.
So Kate might have been wearing it last Friday.
Yeah, well, perhaps, but I can't see why. She was always buying new things, you know, lots of jewellery, stuff like that. It's meant to be a bird in cage, but the cage's fallen off. Oh, I'll show you.
Where did you buy it?
I didn't. Some wanted present.
Secret admirer.
Not so secret.
I see.
That's how it should have looked. It's called a freedom necklace.
Do you mind if I keep this?
No, not at all.
So the necklace did belong to Kate. Interesting. I'm starting to wish I'd brought a spare evidence bag.
Okay. that's not contradiction.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Go visit Simon.
I noticed a lot of bottles outside. Are they yours?
Yeah, I make homebrew.
For yourself?
Well, no, I give it out to my friends and stuff. I tried selling it at first, but I didn't have any takers. Except for James over at Farmhouse. I used to trade it to him for herbs and stuff.
Do you see James a lot?
No, not really.
Whose is the bike outside?
Oh, that's my cousin's. He lent me it. I need to buy a new lock for it, though.
So it's your bike at the moment?
Yeah. There's no bus service to speak of around here, so it's really the only way to get around.
You know what this is?
Yeah, I think Emma had one like it. Actually, you know what? Kate had one. I remember because I asked her about it one night when we were all out drinking at college. I was probably pretty drunk.
That's what college is all about.
Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Aha. So how did you know Kate was wearing a freedom necklace 18 months ago? At college?
Well, I knew Kate at college, but I didn't get to know her till we started Atlas.
Right. So you didn't socialise with her at college?
No.
And you didn't socialise with her outside of Atlas?
No.
You didn't see her outside Atlas at all?
No, not at all.
Ooh.
So Simon did know Kate at college, but why would he lie about that? Maybe he knows Kate better than he's willing to admit. 6 o'clock. I wonder if Rebecca's working in the pub tonight.
This guy is trying to act too much like an English inspector, I feel like.
A broken window. Recently smashed by the look of it. Might have to ask about that.
Sorry, what can I get you?
Detective Inspector Jenks. Rebecca, is it?
Yeah.
There's been an incident in the village. I'm conducting an investigation. Could I ask you a few questions, please?
Right. Come through.
Thank you.
One of Kate's... So I'm looking into the death of Kate Vine. One of Kate's friends
What's it about?
lied about
There's
knowing
been
her
an
2 months
unexplained
ago.
death locally. Not sure if you've heard.
Not sure
The
why.
student?
Yes.
Yes, it was dreadful news.
You're married to Ryan, one of the Atlas leaders, yes?
I suppose I am, yes.
Well, I just wanted to ask a few questions about Kate and Atlas, if that's okay.
I don't know if I'll be able to answer any of them, but sure.
Also, this guy is trying to act way too much like an English detective.
Did you know Kate?
Not very well. She came in a few times, but she was quite a moody person. You could tell she had problems.
When was the last time you saw her?
Friday. She popped in for a minute.
And when was that?
7ish.
Was she on her own?
I didn't see who she was with. She put £20 on the bar and then left.
What was that for?
A breakage, presumably.
£20? Just for a beer glass?
Well, she was very drunk. She just put it on the bar and then walked out.
Was there a broken glass?
Not that I noticed. But she was a strange girl.
Interesting. What? Oh, whoa. Okay. The game just opened again. That's weird. Broken pub window.
How did the window get broken out round the back?
I don't actually know. Someone said 2 girls were arguing outside. I found out after they'd gone.
And when was this?
Last Friday, just after we opened, about 6:30. I taped over it until I can get it fixed. We don't want people getting cut and suing us.
Does that sort of thing happen a lot? Arguments?
No, not really. I'm quite strict when it comes to barring clients I don't think are, suitable.
Aha. So, you said Kate gave you £20 for a breakage, but you didn't have a breakage.
That's right.
Do you think the payment could have been for the broken window? Could it have been Kate who was arguing?
Well, I suppose it could have been, yeah. It could have been Kate, you're probably right, yeah.
But you don't know who she was arguing with?
No, I'm not sure.
I'll ask around. Not realising Kate had broken the window. Rebecca really should have worked that out before now. Unless she did. But why would she lie about that? Know anything about Simon Thompson's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew?
Apparently.
No, we do buy from a microbrewery, but we don't usually buy from kitchen breweries.
Do you recognise this?
I've seen students wearing them. Has some sort of meaning, doesn't it? I forget what it is now.
Seen anyone wearing one recently?
Not that I can remember.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, driver's license.
Have you seen this before?
No, sorry.
So you didn't know if Kate had lost it?
No idea.
Wait a minute. Maybe they don't have ID laws in... Whatever. I think we're done here.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Pretty fancy for a pub, isn't it?
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
No, I wasn't there.
You weren't in the village?
No, I went home last Thursday night, actually, to see my parents.
But you do visit the pub.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know Rebecca quite well. We all went there quite a bit after college.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub round the back?
The pub. A broken window at the back. Yeah, I saw it was broken.
When was that?
I was in the pub on Monday with a college friend.
Thank you. Probably be back later. Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No, I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
What did you do after the course?
Just went home. Came here. Just came straight back.
Do you know anything about a broken window at the pub?
No, I don't really go to the pub very often. I'm not exactly a pub person.
Doesn't visit the pub. James, okay, now Rebecca.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Hey.
Who is it? I'm a police officer, Detective Inspector Jenks. It's all right, you can carry on if you want to. Let's just go in. I'm investigating a death in the village, Kate Vine. There was a death recently
I knew her.
Well, could I ask you a few questions, please?
Bit dark.
Well, if you give me your name and address, I'll come later on. Where do you live?
Farmhouse!
And what's your name?
Okay. Well, that happened.
According to the map, Abbey Farm is across the road there. Could I ask you a few more questions, please?
Didn't take you long.
Haven't got much time. Just close the doors, shall I?
Where do you want to sit?
Oh, anywhere's fine. I didn't quite catch your name.
James, sit there.
Thank
Oh.
you, James.
That's the guys that,
Why are you
Simon
asking me
Patterson.
about Kate Vine?
Routine. You know Simon, don't you? Thompson.
Why, what did he say?
That you all went to college together, you and Kate. Is that right?
Might have done.
Right. Good enough. Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Thompson's tar? Yeah, I've tried it.
Did he sell it?
Well, not to me, not for money anyway. We used to trade stuff.
What did you trade?
I make a nice herbal tea as it happens. Him and his girlfriend were into it.
What was his beer like?
Lethal.
Strong?
Knock your eyes out.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
Can't remember.
How did you know her?
Through Simon. His girlfriend was mates with her.
Oh!
Saw her around college a few times.
Did you socialise with her much?
Nah. She wasn't my type.
Guessing you haven't seen this.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No idea.
I feel like that's actually going to come into...
What do you know about Simon's bike?
What bike?
You haven't seen him on a bike.
I haven't seen him.
When was the last time you saw him?
About a month ago.
Okay.
Ever seen one of these before? Freedom necklace.
Don't think so.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub?
Don't go to the pub.
You've never been to the pub.
Didn't say that. I've been to the pub, but not for about 2 months, 3 months.
Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No.
Oh, this guy's helpful. I'm definitely missing something.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Definitely missing something.
Picture frames with black painted glass. Very interesting.
Why is that interesting? Seriously? That's interesting? Okay. Hey James, I just went poking around your greenhouse. I want to ask you some questions about a black
Couple more questions, if
tainted
that's okay.
mirror. Apparently.
Now, what's all this stuff in the workshop? Paint and stencils and things like that?
Just a little sideline of mine.
Oh, you do picture framing.
They're black mirrors. Scrying mirrors.
Now, what's a scrying mirror?
Ooh, he's
Show
into
you one
occult
if you want.
stuff.
Scrying goes back centuries. The ancient Persians did it. This country pagans still practice it. The fortune tellers pretend to do it. That's what the crystal ball's all about. It's all scrying. Mirror's just one way of doing it.
But what is scrying?
Depends who you are. People do it for different reasons.
What sort of reasons?
Exploring your mind, clearing your mind, communicating with the dead.
Is that what you use them for, James? Communicating with the dead?
I only make them for other people these days.
And there's a market for these, is there?
Lots of people want to talk to the dead. even if they don't believe in it.
Do you make a profit on them?
I don't do it for the money.
How very charitable of you. Can I keep this?
Keep it.
Thank you. Black mirrors and hookah pipes. I wonder what else James is into.
Okay.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Let's go back to Simon, since he apparently knows.
A few more questions, please. Thank you. Ever seen one of these?
Yeah, that's one of James's. He's into like New Age stuff, mysticism, magic spells, that sort of thing. He's nuts, though. I mean, he thinks the government are tracking him or something.
Why would he think that?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
No, it's not right. Can I not get that out of there? So let's see here. James thinks the government is tracking him. Doesn't see James very often.
Thank you. Probably be back later. Have you seen one of these before?
Is that from James?
Now, what do you know about James?
That he's creepy. He was selling them last Friday at the market. There's a market every week type thing. And I usually go there for lunch.
So you wouldn't buy one of these?
No, I wouldn't. But Kate would.
Was she, into this sort of thing?
No, I don't think so. She bought one, and I went round to her flat to try it out. You're meant to see ghosts or spirits or something. It doesn't work.
How do you use it?
You're just meant to stare into it. Shall I show you?
Go ahead.
Okay, so you just stare like this, and then you see
Stuff.
See what?
Sorry, look, you're meant to see a ghost or something. Look, it doesn't work. Didn't work, so.
How did you know Kate bought a mirror? Never mind. Wait a minute. Went to see your parents Thursday night. How'd you know James is selling them Friday?
Aha. So, you went home to see your parents on Thursday night, that right?
Yes.
But you said you saw James at the market on Friday.
No, I went to see my parents on Friday night.
What time did you go on Friday?
8 or 9.
And you didn't see Kate at all on Friday?
No.
You're not a very good liar, Emma.
Okay. I saw Kate.
Where?
At the pub we were arguing.
Go on. What were you arguing about?
I'd lent her £50 because she was desperate, and we were just arguing. It didn't really bother me. She just didn't have it.
And Kate broke the window?
Yes. She did things like that when she was angry.
Smash things?
Yes.
So it was Emma arguing with Kate. But why didn't she want to admit it? In case it gave her a motive? Or something else? That's it for the time being, thank you.
No. It's interesting, you can only use these contradictions from the person themselves.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
You don't have to use like evidence from like one person against another. It's interesting. Nothing over here. Okay then.
Ask you a couple more things, please. Have you seen one of these before?
Is it meant to be black like that?
I think so.
No.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
They haven't? So where even is the village hall? One second. Alright, I'm back. I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna be back though. Let's see. Because,
Always nice to randomly find a key on the floor. Wow, isn't that interesting?
oh.
I wonder whose mask this is. Rebecca's or Ryan's? Just looks like junk, but it's too dark to tell.
I need a light of some kind.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Do you know what this is?
Oh, you'll have to ask Ryan about that.
So this is Ryan's.
It's to do with one of Ryan's methods on the course.
Go on.
Well, masks allow you to play at being someone different for a while. students find it quite liberating.
So this would be for a student.
I think that one's Ryan's, but students do wear them, yes.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can ask her about the mask.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Ever seen this before?
Nope, I haven't, sorry. I think I'd have remembered it.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
What to ask her about?
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Me, no. I don't like beer. I only drink wine. I can't stand spirits either.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Have a look at this. Know anything about that?
I haven't seen this one, but it looks a lot like an Atlas mask. We use them for some of the workshops and stuff.
Really?
Well, you have to say something boastful or arrogant. You do it first without the mask, and then you say it with a mask.
And the point is?
Well, it's easier when you have the mask on, isn't it? People are not as afraid to be free about themselves, you know?
How did you find out about Atlas?
Well, it was advertised. Actually, I think I've still got the... This is the advert that was at my college. To be honest, I've learned more in 3 months at Atlas than I did in 3 years at business school.
Can I keep that?
Yeah, go for it.
I suppose that might be useful as a conversational starter. That's all for the moment, thank you.
What do you know about Atlas?
I know that it's a business course. I went with Simon when he first went, but it wasn't really my thing.
How often did you go?
Just the once.
And you decided it wasn't for you?
Yeah, I'd been to something similar, so decided it wasn't for me.
back later on, if that's okay.
James.
Couple more questions, if that's okay. Ever seen one of these?
Seen them around college.
What do you know about it?
Not much. It's a business course. Ask Simon, he's on it.
You wouldn't be interested in that sort of thing? And you haven't discussed it with Simon?
Not really. Business doesn't interest me.
What do you do?
Ever seen this before?
No, should I have?
No, it's okay.
Yes, there's something more about that mask.
Thank you. Probably be back later. Few more questions, please. What do you know about this?
It's an advertisement. They had it designed by an agency, I think.
And when was that?
Last year sometime.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Okay. Call the chief for an update.
Yeah, Chief, I had a confession from Emma Bowman. It turns out she was arguing with Kate last Friday outside the pub. Kate broke the window. That's what the money was for.
What were they arguing about?
Money. Emma said she'd lent some to Kate, but Kate hadn't paid it back.
So Kate had money problems, so she broke a window and then paid Rebecca back for it. Something doesn't add up there, Jenks.
It doesn't make sense, does it?
No. Call me back when you know some more.
Okay. Speak later, Chief.
Bye.
See, and it's interesting because you can't use, like, someone else's reply against what they're saying. That's when I get really bad at these games.
Ask you a couple more things, please. Thank you. Probably be back later.
Oh, wait a minute. They use the mask at those Atlas things.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
I keep thinking it's gotta be James, but I don't really see any.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
About a month ago. This is hard to believe, considering. I am so lost right now. This is going to be bad for the future of the game. Especially if I can't figure out this little thing.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Let's save the game. That's a good question.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you. Couple more questions, if that's okay. Thank you. Probably be back later.
Gotta be Emma. Emma's
Few more
got me lying
questions,
to me
please.
again.
Thank you. Aha.
There we go.
So you lent money to Kate because she was desperate, but she bought loads of jewellery and things. So why were you lending her money?
Well, no, it's because,
It wasn't about money, was it, Emma?
No.
Go on. What was it really about?
We were arguing because she was going to blackmail Ryan, the guy from Atlas, over an affair he was having and then tell his wife if he didn't give her the money.
Ryan's affair with Kate?
No, I don't know. I think he was having an affair with another student and Kate found out.
And why were you involved?
Because I didn't really agree with it. I didn't agree with what she was doing, even if he did have an affair.
Were you friends with Ryan?
No, I'd never met him.
You just thought Kate was wrong?
Yeah.
Not sure about this. Emma's either on a moral crusade, or there's another reason she was worried about Kate blackmailing Ryan. Aha. You said you went to an Atlas meeting with Simon.
Yes.
That's interesting, because I happen to know that Ryan is the main lecturer at Atlas. But you say you never met him. Why did you say you don't know him?
Okay, I need to tell you something. I just need to make sure Simon doesn't find out.
I won't be telling Simon anything he doesn't have to hear.
And you can't tell Rebecca either.
Go on.
Okay, so the affair that happened was between Ryan and I. I was having the affair, and Kate knew.
So Kate was blackmailing both of you?
No, she didn't care about me. It was part of the course, you see, having to take all these risks. She thought it was funny to turn her back on Ryan. She thought I wouldn't care.
But you did.
Yes, I was already with Simon when Ryan and I, and I didn't want Simon finding out, and Kate thought that he wouldn't, but I didn't want her risking it. And then if Rebecca found out, then Simon would definitely have found out, and then it would have blown up, and it would have just been a big mess.
So you just argued and what?
Well, she just stormed off and broke a window.
And that was it? You didn't see her again that night?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I promise.
Okay.
7 o'clock. So, Ryan's a bit of Lothario, is he? I think it's time I met this Ryan Rand face to face.
Okay. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to go. Just got a text message from my home care nurse, and she was quite concerned about some test results I just got back. Like, literally just got back. Apparently my nurse navigator is going to be calling me soon, and I don't know what that's all about. I'd rather not be streaming when that happens. So I'm going to hit it for now. I might be back later tonight. I'm not sure. We'll see. So thank you guys all for watching. I'll talk to y'all later.